Today, we are going to dive into a powerful message. Learn to love yourself more than anyone else will transform how you view self-worth, self-care, and the importance of loving yourself. I've been telling people this for years. You cannot give out what you don't have inside of you. If you don't love yourself, there's no way you're going to be able to love anyone else the way they deserve to be loved. These powerful words remind us of an essential truth. You cannot pour from an empty cup. How can you offer love, support, or even positivity to others if you don't first nurture and love yourself? The foundation of any strong relationship, whether romantic, familial, or with friends, is built on self-love. Before you can love others deeply and authentically, you need to learn to love yourself. This is not about being arrogant or selfish. It's about recognizing your inherent worth and treating yourself with the kindness and respect you deserve. You know, there was a time in my life when I couldn't even recognize the person in the mirror. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. I had all these struggles, failures, and insecurities that I let define me. But then I learned the most important lesson of my life. If I didn't start loving myself, nothing else would change. And that's when everything turned around. Many of us go through moments in life where we feel lost or disconnected from who we truly are. We face struggles, disappointments, and even failures that shake our self-esteem. But it's crucial to remember that these challenges do not define us. What defines us is our ability to rise, to heal, and most importantly, to love ourselves through it all. When we begin the journey of self-love, we allow ourselves to become the best version of ourselves. And once we start loving ourselves, we open the door to healthier, more fulfilling relationships with others. When you love yourself, you build the strength to love others. But first, you have to take care of yourself. You can't take care of anyone else if you're not okay. And the only way you're going to get there is by learning to love yourself first. This powerful advice reminds us that self-love is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about building a foundation of emotional strength and stability that allows us to not only navigate life's challenges, but also help those around us. Loving yourself means acknowledging your flaws without shame and embracing your strengths with pride. It means forgiving yourself for past mistakes and learning from them, rather than allowing them to hold you back. It's about accepting that you are enough, just as you are. So, how do we start the journey of loving ourselves more than anyone else? Let's break down some simple steps you can take today to begin this transformative process. Step 1. Acknowledge your value. The first step is acknowledging your value. Recognize that you are worthy of love, respect, and all the good things life has to offer. Take a moment each day to remind yourself of your strengths, your accomplishments, and everything that makes you unique. Step 2. Take care of your mind and body. The second step is to take care of your mind and body. Engage in activities that nurture both your physical and mental well-being. Whether it's exercising, eating healthy, meditating, or simply taking a break when you need it, self-care is essential in maintaining a strong relationship with yourself. Step 3. Set healthy boundaries. The third step is setting healthy boundaries. In order to truly love yourself, you must protect your energy. Learn to say no to things and people that drain you. Your time, energy, and peace are valuable, and it's up to you to safeguard them. Step 4. Celebrate your progress. The fourth step is celebrating your progress. Every step you take towards loving yourself, no matter how small, is a victory. Celebrate those wins. Whether it's learning to say no, recognizing your worth, or just taking a moment for self-care, give yourself credit for every positive step you make. You are enough, just as you are. Don't wait for anyone to tell you that. The truth is, you are worthy of love, respect, and success. Start today, because no one can love you the way you can love yourself. So as you go through your day, remember this powerful message. To truly love others, we must first love ourselves. Start right now by taking a moment to acknowledge your worth, set healthy boundaries, and treat yourself with the same love you so freely give to others. You are enough. You've always been enough. And the more you love yourself, the more you'll realize just how much you have to offer the world. We've all had those moments when we look in the mirror and question who we really are. the weight of our past mistakes, the pressure of others' expectations, or simply the chaos of life can cloud our self-worth. It's not about waiting for others to validate us. It's about learning to validate ourselves first. When I was struggling, I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back at me. I was broken. I was lost. But through it all, I learned that it's not about what others think of you. It's about what you think of yourself. That's the key. We can all relate to moments of doubt, but this story reminds us that transformation begins from within. The moment you choose to see your own value, to love yourself, is the moment you start shifting your life in ways you never thought possible. When we look at ourselves with love and acceptance, we begin to show up differently in the world. Self-love is not just about feeling good in the moment, it's about taking control of your destiny. You begin to make decisions that align with your true worth, setting boundaries and choosing what's best for you. If you want to change your life, you've got to start by loving yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. You've got to fill yourself up with love, with confidence, with self-respect. That's how you begin to see the world differently. Self-love doesn't always mean grand gestures. It's about the small, intentional acts that tell yourself, I am worthy. Taking a walk in nature, journaling your thoughts, or simply taking a moment to breathe deeply, all of these are forms of nurturing yourself. These simple practices show that you value your own peace and well-being. I want you to understand something. If you don't value yourself, no one else will. You've got to take responsibility for how you feel about yourself. If you don't fill your own cup, nobody else is going to do it for you. Loving yourself means knowing your worth and not letting anyone or anything take that away from you. It means setting boundaries and protecting your energy. It means saying no to things that drain you and yes to the things that uplift and nourish your soul. When we stop seeking validation from others, we open the door to true freedom. We stop letting others define our worth, and instead, we get to define it for ourselves. This message is clear. The first step toward transformation is understanding that you are already enough. So take a moment today to reflect on your worth. Embrace the unique person you are. Recognize the power and beauty within you. Self-love isn't about being perfect. It's about accepting yourself with all your imperfections. When you do that, you'll begin to live a life filled with confidence, peace, and purpose. Remember, it all begins with you. If you can love yourself, the world will start loving you back. You are enough. Let's pause for a moment and think about this. How often do we look in the mirror and critique ourselves? How often do we find ourselves caught in self-doubt, wishing we were someone else, or comparing ourselves to others? We all do it at some point. It's so easy to focus on our perceived imperfections, to see only what we think is wrong with us. This message reminds us that these habits only hinder our ability to love ourselves deeply. True self-love isn't about perfection, it's about accepting yourself, flaws and all, and embracing who you are. It's about showing yourself the same grace and kindness that you would show someone you love dearly. You are enough just as you are. No one has the power to define your worth but you. People will try to tell you who you should be, what you should look like, and what you should do. But the truth is, none of that matters if you don't recognize your own value. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. You are worthy, just as you are. This is one of the most crucial parts of Steve's message. Your worth isn't defined by the opinions of others. It isn't dictated by your job, your bank account, or your relationships. You are worthy of love, success, and happiness simply because you exist. Your value doesn't fluctuate based on external circumstances or the judgments of others. It's inherent. It's within you, waiting to be fully recognized and embraced. Now that we understand the importance of embracing who we are, let's talk about how we can love ourselves more. The journey to deeper self-love starts with small, intentional steps. It's not a one-time decision. It's a continuous practice that you nurture each day. Step 1. Practice self-compassion. The first step is practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness that you would offer to a close friend. Be gentle with yourself when you make mistakes, instead of criticizing or punishing yourself. Remind yourself that you're human, and it's okay to not have everything figured out. Show yourself grace, especially on the tough days. Step 2. acknowledge your accomplishments. The second step is acknowledging your accomplishments, big or small. Too often, we overlook the progress we've made, focusing only on what we still need to do. But self-love grows when we celebrate how far we've come. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you've achieved and give yourself credit for it. Every step forward is a victory. Whether it's completing a project, reaching a milestone, or simply showing up for yourself, these victories are part of your journey. Embrace them. They are proof of your strength and resilience. Step 3. Set boundaries. The third step is setting boundaries. In order to love yourself more, you must protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Saying no to what drains you is just as important as saying yes to what uplifts you. It's okay to prioritize your own needs and to give yourself the space to recharge. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's self-respect. Let me tell you something. If you don't set boundaries, people will take advantage of your time and energy. You're not here to make everyone else happy at your expense. Set those boundaries and protect your peace. You owe that to yourself. Step 4. Let go of perfectionism. The fourth step is letting go of perfectionism. It's so easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you have to be perfect, to have everything in your life in order. But true self-love comes from embracing your imperfections, knowing that you don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love. Progress is more important than perfection. Release the pressure to be perfect. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Allow yourself the freedom to grow, to make mistakes, and to embrace the journey, no matter how imperfect it may seem. When you start practicing these steps, self-compassion, celebrating your accomplishments, setting boundaries, and releasing perfectionism, you'll begin to see a profound shift in how you view yourself. You'll start to recognize your worth, embrace your flaws, and love yourself for who you truly are. And that's when your life will begin to change. Now let me give you some steps. First of all, stop looking for validation from outside sources. I know it's tempting to seek approval from family, friends, or colleagues, but that doesn't matter. The only opinion that truly matters is yours. You don't need anyone else's permission to feel good about who you are. And let me tell you, when you start trusting your own voice, you start to see the world differently. You start to realize how much power you really have inside. This message is clear. Stop seeking approval from others. It's easy to fall into the trap of constantly looking for validation from family, friends, or even strangers on social media. But the truth is that external validation is fleeting. It can make you feel good for a moment, but it doesn't last. The most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you build with yourself. When you start trusting your own judgment, your own instincts, and your own value, something incredible happens. You stop relying on others to define who you are, and you start defining yourself. You realize that your worth is not determined by others' opinions, but by the love and respect you give to yourself. You've got to stop waiting for somebody to tell you that you're good enough, that you're worthy, or that you're deserving. You've got everything you need inside of you. It's time to start believing that. You are the only one who can validate your worth. When you stop seeking validation from others, you finally free yourself to be your true, authentic self. When you begin to trust yourself, you become unstoppable. Your confidence grows, and you start attracting opportunities that align with your true self. You stop worrying about what others think and start focusing on what you think. That's the foundation of true self-love. So today, make a promise to yourself. Stop seeking approval from others. Trust your own judgment. Know that you are enough, just as you are. When you start believing in your own worth, the world will start to reflect that back to you. And that's when you'll discover how powerful you really are. Step 1. Take time for yourself. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. You don't have to schedule a spa day or go on an extravagant vacation to show yourself love. It's about the small moments you give to yourself each day. Simple actions like meditating for 5 minutes, journaling your thoughts, or taking a walk in nature help you reconnect with your inner self, reduce stress, and re-energize your mind. Remember, these moments are investments in your well-being. It doesn't matter if it's just 5 minutes or an hour. What matters is making the time to care for your mind, body, and spirit. This time gives you the clarity to reflect and the space to be yourself, without any distractions. In those quiet moments, you start to truly listen to your inner voice. This is where you get to know yourself better, uncover your desires, and set intentions for growth. Journaling is a beautiful tool for reflecting on your progress and cultivating self-awareness. Take a walk. Step outside and breathe in the fresh air. Nature has a powerful way of grounding you, bringing you back to the present moment, and reminding you that you are a part of something bigger. These small acts of self-care are essential to nurture your emotional and mental health. Remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's an act of kindness to yourself. By taking time to nurture yourself, you refill your own cup so you can show up as your best self for the people around you. Step 2. Silence your inner critic. We all have that voice in our heads that tells us we're not good enough. That inner critic can be loud and judgmental, but it's time to take control of it. Teaches us that you must silence that negative voice. Replace self-criticism with self-compassion. Instead of focusing on what you lack, shift your focus to what you love about yourself. You're worthy of grace, and it starts with how you speak to yourself. You are your own best friend, not your worst enemy. You cannot move forward if you are constantly beating yourself up. Your mind is a powerful thing. Choose to fill it with love, encouragement, and positivity. You deserve it. Replacing the inner critic with kindness is one of the most powerful things you can do for your growth. When you start speaking to yourself like you would to someone you love, gently, with care, you'll notice how your inner world begins to shift. Be your own cheerleader, not your own biggest critic. It's okay to acknowledge your accomplishments, even the small ones. Every victory, every step forward matters. Celebrate yourself. Step 3. Set healthy boundaries. One of the most important aspects of self-love is protecting your peace. You have to set boundaries that prioritize your mental health and emotional well-being. This reminds us that it's okay to say no when necessary. You cannot be everything to everyone. Learn to honor your time, your energy, and your needs. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's self-care. Let me tell you something. You cannot be everything to everybody. You cannot make everybody happy, but you sure can make yourself happy. You can take care of you. That's your responsibility. If you don't put yourself first, no one else will. So take charge of your life. Setting boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a responsible person. It shows that you value your peace and your time. Protecting your energy is an essential part of loving yourself. It's okay to say no to things and people that drain your energy. Saying no to others is really saying yes to yourself. Make space for what brings you joy, not what overwhelms you. You deserve it. Step 4. Be your own best friend. The most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. To love others well, you must first be your own best friend. Treat yourself with the same love, kindness, and respect that you would offer to someone you deeply care about. You can't pour into anyone else if you're running on empty. Fill your own cup first. Be your own biggest supporter. Be the person who believes in you when no one else does. Because when you truly love yourself, you become unstoppable. The journey to loving yourself isn't always easy, but it's worth it. When you take time for yourself, silence the inner critic, set healthy boundaries, and treat yourself like your own best friend, you'll see just how powerful you truly are. Start today. Love yourself more than anyone else and watch the world begin to reflect that love back to you. I know you've been through some stuff. I know you've made mistakes. You've stumbled, you've faltered, and maybe you've even questioned yourself. Not your mistakes, not your past struggles, and certainly not anyone else's opinions. You don't have to strive to be anyone other than who you truly are. I know life hasn't always been easy. I know you've faced obstacles, but every single one of those moments shaped you into the powerful person you are today. You've survived all the hardest days and you're still standing. That right there is proof that you are enough. You've been enough, and you'll continue to be enough. But it starts with you believing in yourself. No one can do that for you. It's on you to claim your worth, your confidence, your happiness. Remember, self-love is not a destination. It's a lifelong journey. But every small step you take towards loving yourself more deeply matters. Whether it's taking a quiet moment to meditate, writing down affirmations of gratitude, or simply choosing to treat yourself with kindness, these acts are powerful. You deserve the same love and care you so freely give to others. The journey to truly loving yourself isn't about perfection. It's about accepting where you are right now, embracing your flaws and strengths equally, and choosing to move forward with confidence. No matter where you're at in your journey, you have the power to choose peace, joy, and self-respect every single day. So today, right now, is the moment to start. Don't wait for tomorrow. You don't have to have all the answers or know exactly how to love yourself perfectly. Just start where you are. Every small action, every choice to put yourself first, adds up. You are worthy of all the love, peace, and happiness you seek. Take that first step today. You are enough. No matter what you've been through, no matter how many times you've doubted yourself, know this: you are enough. You are worthy, and you are capable of living the life you've always dreamed of. Start today. Believe in your power, and watch how everything in your life begins to shift. Because when you love yourself, everything else falls into place. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this powerful message today. If this words touched your heart and you're ready to begin your own journey of self-love, know that today is the day you can start. You are worthy of every ounce of love you give to others and more. Remember, the love you give to yourself is the foundation for everything else in your life, from your relationships to your dreams and goals. If Steve's message resonated with you, we encourage you to take action right now. It starts with small steps, whether that's setting boundaries, practicing self-care, or simply standing in front of the mirror and saying to yourself, "I am enough." Don't wait for tomorrow to begin this transformational journey. Your self-love is the most important thing you can nurture. If this video inspired you, please hit that like button, because we all deserve to be reminded of our worth. And don't forget to leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. We'd love to hear how this words impacted you and what steps you're taking to love yourself more. You're not alone on this journey. This community is here to support you. Make sure to share this video with someone who needs this message today. You never know how one simple act of kindness can uplift another person's spirit. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more motivational content that will help you build the life you deserve. We are here to guide, inspire, and empower you every step of the way. So, as Steve so powerfully reminds us, you are enough, just as you are. Embrace who you are today, take the next step towards self-love, and remember that you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. Thank you for being here with us today. We believe in you.